Hey, so this is highly unorthodox. I'm actually doing my mental training vlog after training. I've gotten home and it's like, I was thinking on my way home that the reason I didn't do a mental training vlog at the gym is because I felt like I wasn't like struggling with something, or there wasn't something that I was like able to stop and talk about. And this is actually a problem. Not a problem per se, but it's not a good thing. It's not like oh, I had a great day, so I don't have anything that I'm thinking of. There's nothing that I'm doing mental training on. You don't only do mental training when you're having a bad time. It's like you don't only do push-ups when you're like not strong. Like you do push-ups to be strong, and then you're strong. So I was thinking about this thing that I was listening to this morning. I listened to Dhamma talks in the morning after I've done my Vipassana training. And so this Ajahn was talking about the defilements, which is like basically the things that keep you from enlightenment. So some of the things that keep us from being able to be at peace are like anger, frustration, all these different kinds of things. And he's like, you shouldn't be upset about those things. You should just be able to observe them. If you can observe them, then you can learn from them. But if you're observing them, you're not experiencing them. And I thought that was a really cool thing. But he's like, you don't want to look for those defilements, but when you're experiencing them, you should be grateful for them because they teach you a lot about how to tolerate them, endure them. So this made me think about my training today and how I didn't stop and do like a mental training vlog because I felt like there wasn't anything that I was specifically working on. There wasn't any specific problem, something like that. That isn't because I was all in the moment the entire time. Like, I should actually be grateful for those days that I am struggling with something, because that is a lesson in how to endure that, how to deal with that, how to get past that, all these different things. So there are many things in training today that I'm really happy with, that I felt like I was using my brain and my mental training toolkit to kind of work through. I was, again, trying to do my eye contact thing, and I was trying to stay closer and kind of not get upset by having difficulty covering space, being tired, things like this. And ultimately, I didn't really get angry or upset or like any of the things that I can kind of like stop and be like, okay, let's work on this in training as like a mental training thing. But the absence of those things is not success. The way you deal with those things is success. So I don't need to look for them. Like, I don't need to have frustrating moments in training. But the fact that I didn't stop and do a mental training vlog means that I missed the opportunity to use whatever was going on in training today as part of an observation for when things are kind of like, they call them gross and minor. So like, if you're pissed off, that's a gross emotion. It's big. It's pretty easy to see, right? But if you're like mildly irritated, it's kind of minor. You might not even realize that you're upset. You're just kind of like in a shit mood, and you're just like, I don't really know what's bothering me. Something's bothering me. So that means that today I had all these little like fine-tuned things that I was working on, and I kind of let them escape me. Like, maybe they kind of were grains rather than pebbles in my shoe. So basically what I'm saying in this mental training vlog is that a day where you don't struggle with something is not necessarily a great day. It's not necessarily a successful day. I need to be able to observe all the minute details, and I should be able to stop and talk about what those things are, even in a training day when I feel like nothing really bothered me. I can talk about how nothing really bothered me. I can talk about how I've put so much fucking work into things not bothering me, because that's a skill. That's not just like, oh, nothing happened. Thinking that nothing happened is crazy, and thinking that something happened that caused whatever you're feeling is equally crazy. So that's my bizarre mental training vlog for today after training, is that the lack of struggle is not success. And I'll try again tomorrow with better observation, because that's what I want. That's what teaches me, and I think that's really good.